On YouTube. My name is Ty with the Dividends.came back with another video. Today we're talking about Ymax and what are my plans for Ymax. As you know, Ymax holds all of the single stock ETFs for Ymax, and they hold them all, and they pay a weekly dividend by holding it. So I have 202 shares. I'm down right now because the market is down. Ymax was pretty steady. It was steady Eddie, 18, 20, 18, $17 ETF, now at $13. So not a bad price to own the share. And I got 202 shares. And as of right now, I've been reinvesting the dividend here. So I got paid today. And I reinvest that dividend right back into Ymax. To get that cheaper price. I'm not getting no financial advice, but this is one method that people should deploy. I'm telling you what I'm doing. What I'm doing is getting the dividend, now pulling it out, reinvesting it at a cheaper price. So that's the best thing you can do. Average cost of Ymax is $17. Now it's $13. So it's a good price to pick it up. The son that pays weekly. So my goal is to all my ETFs I own has a cap of shares to own. I'm leaning towards getting 500 shares of Ymax, and that would be it. I think that's a good number to get. There are so many really funds out there. Ymax is special because it's a diversified fund. You're not locked into one fund. But I do like Ymax. It holds all the Ymax ETFs. And if Ymax come with any new tickers, Ymax will own those as well. So the Carvana came out not long ago, and they might make new ones in the future. A new one they create a single stock ETF will be inside Ymax. So the dividends, I'm not sure, but the dividends may be more because they have another ETF that pays dividends, and that money can go towards that as well. But I'm not 100% sure. But my goal right now is to get Ymax to 500 shares. I think 500 shares is pretty nice. But now I make, $24 now? But it's on a low end. I'm going to show you the dividends here in a second. I've been reinvesting the dividends the whole time. Here's the dividends here. My highest payment was $46, which is pretty nice. And it paid 24 cents. And I reinvest that as well and got 3 shares. So every dividend I got from Ymax, my biggest payment was in December. They paid 30 cents. So I got paid $52. So every dividend I got from Ymax has been reinvested. So that's my plan. Well, This was paying. I was paying weekly by the time. I'm not sure whether it's switched from weekly or not, but I know this year. I can see December. Yeah, this December was paying weekly as well. So in November it was paying weekly too. So you see the weekly payments is coming in here, and I was reinvesting it. $50 at $17.41, $17. I reinvested it. Right. I reinvested to get more shares to increase my income. Now, right now, it's on the lower end, $19, $26. And I kind of hate that because in concept of dividend investing, the concept is if I get paid $100 and reinvest it back to the stock, my next payment should be more than $100. That's always been the general concept of dividend investing. You give me $100, I give it back to you, get more shares. Either I get 1 or 2 shares, I should get $100 and some change or $102. That thing should be going up. And these funds don't really do that. And then you see back here in January, where in December I was paid $58, $43, $52. And it was paying weekly back then. But again, no longer is down. I got more dividends back then than today. I mean, March has been very low. The highest has been $30, but at $19, $46, $26. But it's okay because I'm getting more shares at a cheaper price. So that's the good thing. So it kind of balanced. You can get a lower payment, but you could buy more shares at a cheaper price. So if the Ymax go up to $18, you can expect to get a higher dividend. And if you bought those shares cheaper, you have way more shares. Yield max and high yield is all about how many shares you own. That's about it. How many shares you own. So that's the goal for Ymax, just to get 500 shares, and we'll take it from there. Because they're paying, this week, last week they paid, 13 cents. That's not a lot, but right now I don't need the money. So I just get the little dividend, reinvest it back into Ymax to get more shares. And today I got almost damn near 2 shares with 26 bucks. But I almost got 2 shares, but you keep compounding this thing every week. I like that. That's the end of my video. Please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.